We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Littleton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week in the splendid town of Harrogate in Yorkshire, where I read that as early as the 16th century, William Slingsby discovered a local spa. Visitors to the town through 4 centuries have been amazed by the health-giving properties of the water here. Today, of course, visitors are amazed to find that Harrogate Spa is the only source of water of any description in Yorkshire. Without further ado, let me introduce you to our teams. On my left, Barry Cryer and Graham Garden. And on my right, Willie Rushton and Jeremy Hardy. And finally, a lady ever willing to oblige when the teams are keen to score, the lovely Samantha. Okay, our first round is called Miss Tits. Is that the Queen? Patrons of the performance arts will know that nothing sells better than a good title. In idle moments, I've often pondered what the magic formula might be that makes a smash hit from a title that might otherwise be a bit of a turkey. Well, writing the words Andrew Lloyd Webber underneath certainly seems to help. Teams, I'd like you please to suggest some titles of films, shows, songs or other entertainments likely to have been surefire flops. Graham, will you start, please?
Tales of the Expected.
No, Jeremy, sorry.
7 Dwarfs for 7 Samurai.
Barry.
Death in Venice.
Willie.
Sleepless in Sheffield.
Right, this time round you can all do it in any order you like. In fact, like the last time round.
Give my regards to Broadmoor.
The Larder in Red.
Natural-born grocers.
A remake of Marathon Man called Snickers Man.
Here you go, Lord Carrington.
Fantasy Foot Powder.
Gonorrhea with the wind.
That's too close to home, that.
Cattle on a hot tin roof.
Look back in Onga.
Bring Me the Bed of Alfredo Garcia.
Okay, that was good. It's now time for a game called One Song to the Tune of Another. In this round, teams, I'd like you please to... I wish they wouldn't put I'd like you to on this bloody script. I have to read it with a voice vibrant with sincerity. It's harder every week. In this round, teams, I'd like you, please, to sing the words of one well-known song of my choosing and attempt to fit them to the tune of another. You'll be accompanied on the piano by Colin Sell. You know, it's a funny thing, but even after all these years, the sound of Colin's playing still makes me want to clap. I don't think I'll bother with the punchline. Barry, would you please start by singing the words of On Ilkley Bardat to the tune of House of the Rising Sun?
Ilkley Bardat on Ilk Lemore L'amour batat, there's been a courting Mary Jane on ilk.
Okay, Jeremy, I'd like you to sing the words of Kung Fu Fighting to the tune of Scarborough Fair.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those cats were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. But they fought with expert timing. They were funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. They were chopping them up, they were chopping them down. It was an ancient Chinese art and everybody knew their part. And fainting, slip, and a kicking from the hip. Should we stop there?
I smell points there.
Graham, I'd like you please to sing the words of Marvin Gaye's Sexual Healing to the tune of Two Little Boys.
Oh, baby, now let's get down tonight. Baby, I'm hot just like an oven. I need some loving, baby. I can't hold it much longer. It's getting stronger and stronger. When I get that feeling, sexual healing, oh baby, makes me feel so fine.
Helps to relieve my mind. Sexual healing, baby's good for me. Sexual healing is something that's good for me whenever blue teardrops are falling. And my emotional stability is leaving me like the tune. There is something I can do at the animal hospital. I can get on the telephone and call you up, baby. Say, honey, I know you'll be there to relieve, 'cause the love you give me will be...
Finally, Willie Rushton now, would you please sing the words of Christopher Robin is saying his prayers to the tune of one of those songs?
Little boy kneels at the foot of the bed, droops on the little hands, little go head. Hush, hush, whisper who dares, Christopher Robin is saying his prayers. Oh, God bless Mommy, I know that's right. Wasn't it fun in the bath tonight? The cold so cold and the hot so hot. Oh, God bless Daddy, I quite forgot. Good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are.
Okay, our next round is entitled Antics Roadshow. And as you might guess, it was inspired by the popular TV show where the presenters try to make some old rubbish sound interesting, while greedy punters are hoping that they've got a fortune. That's the National Lottery Live. So, teams, I'd like you please to take turns to be antiques experts and members of the public who brought along an object that they'd like the experts to identify and value. However, only the punters will know what they've brought along. The experts should ask them questions in order to help them identify the objects and so value them. Right. And you're going to be our first experts, Barry and Graham. Willie and Jeremy, you're the punters. Have you brought your object with you?
We have indeed, Humphrey.
Thank you. Good. So we can continue. Now, for the benefit of our theatre audience, the identity of Willie and Jeremy's object will now be displayed via the megabyte magic of the giant internet-linked laser display board. So generously funded by the BBC. And here's the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Judith Chalmers. Judith Chalmers.
OK, well, will you start questioning there, Barry and Graham?
Well, this is an old friend, isn't it? We've seen one of these before.
Certainly have.
Yes, you have, Barry, my word.
So, well, we don't see one as unusually built as this.
It's well stacked, we always say.
We try and polish the rivets and the leather as regularly as possible.
Can I, rivets, and can I look at the bottom for a moment?
Was it one of a pair?
No, thankfully not.
No. There wouldn't be room in our tiny abode, I fear, for that.
Yes, where do you keep it?
Bobbing around in the sea in tropical islands, mainly. It travels very well and for free.
You see a lot of these on holiday, don't you?
You do, yes.
Is this one of the Chalmers collection?
It is indeed. Well done.
Now, which one?
No, that's it. It is a 20th century Judith Chalmers. Very well done. You've done well.
And would you like to...
How much do you have it insured for?
Would you like to value it?
It's almost priceless.
My grandfather's been using it as a doorstop for many years.
It's changed colour through the years as well, I noticed.
OK, well, now, wait a minute, hang on. I fell asleep during that one.
We'll go for a walk later.
It's your turn. It's your turn to be experts now, Jeremy and Willie, and Barry and Graham. I hope you've brought your object with you.
We have.
Its identity is now being broadcast to our audience via the laser display, and here again is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Jimmy Savile. Jimmy Savile.
OK, Jeremy and Willie, start questioning.
That big, is it?
It's not the biggest of its kind. I've seen bigger models than this, but sterling stuff. One of the older models, in fact.
So if it wasn't for this very slight crack, it would be worth considerably more. As it is, it's a worthless piece of crap, I'm sorry to tell
you. We're very fond of it for sentimental reasons.
Yes, yes.
And reasons of insanity, really, aren't we?
Yes, indeed.
And have you any idea what it was originally used for?
No idea what it's for at all.
It used to decorate ballrooms years ago.
How did your great-uncle come upon it?
Was he a tall man?
I think he found it stuffed down the side of an armchair.
No, I think that was your aunt, I think.
Have you ever used it yourselves?
Not in the sense of used.
We've sat and watched it now and again, wondering why.
It's like Everest. You watch it because it's there.
No, you climb it because it's there.
No, it's nothing to do with climbing.
Oh,
No, I wouldn't mislead you. No.
Seems foolish to mention Everest in the same breath as not climbing.
I'm getting rather worried about my gig in Hull on Thursday. Can you hurry it along, please?
It's a Yorkshire piece.
A Yorkshire piece?
Yes.
But
I don't think you're going to get it, are you? Oh, are you?
I've given up, quite frankly. I just like listening to them. I'm watching them now.
Can we answer some questions about gardening or something instead?
I've got a clue for you here. I think I'm not... And the clue is Jimmy Savile. It's now time... Oh, incidentally, I should tell you that while this has been going on, Samantha's been out busily scoring. But she's back now, and she tells me that everything's very evenly poised. It's time now for a round entitled Notes and Queries, a totally original game, or My Name's Not Peter Hobday. This is a round which, in fact, we borrowed from the Guardian newspaper. Well, they do say that imitation is the sincerest form of theft. Right, teams. Pooling your considerable knowledge, I'd like you please to provide the answers to these genuine queries. The first one is for you, Barry.
Yes.
Why do ducks fly in V formation?
Well, this is not generally known. They are dyslexic. They once tried to fly in an X formation and kept crashing into each other.
It's my job in this round to tell the audience what the actual explanation is, and this is the true definition. It's because the most aerodynamic form of flight is in V formation. Air passing through the duck's wings creates a backdraft which aids the flight of the birds following behind.
And you think we're dull?
It's not a formation terribly popular with skunks. Willie, one for you now. If the gents is closed, is there anything from stopping me nipping into the ladies?
Yes. Euro Regulation CP 45397277B, which states in the event of closure of gentleman's lavatory, you may only evacuate in your hat and urinate on the rear offside leg of a Belgian.
Well, I must tell you that according to Guardian reader Rachel Mear of Leicester, there'll be a queue in the ladies, so don't bother.
And the graffiti's much neater in there. Well, it would be. They've got
Jeremy.
the hands free.
Jeremy. Jeremy, I've got one for you here. Mm-hmm. Why did men start shaving?
Because people kept thinking they were folk singers.
Well, apparently it's so that an enemy soldier couldn't gain the advantage by grabbing his opponent by the beard. Graham, why do washing machines have windows?
It's for the cat to see out of.
Well, the real answer is not one which would occur to most people. It's so that you can look inside them without soapy water spilling over the floor. We now come to an old favourite called Cheddar Gorge. It's a game of words in which each player tries his best never to complete a sentence. The winner will meet Nick Leeson in the final. In this round, teams, I'd like you each to utter a word drawn from the murky depths of your subconscious in order to make up a sentence. The object is not to complete the sentence. However, to complicate matters unnecessarily, I'd like you each to include a special word indigenous to the county of Yorkshire. And these are, Barry, champion. Graham, yours is knout. Jeremy, yours is boycott. And Willie, yours is standpipe. Okay. Barry, will you start, please?
I
Once
went
Two.
a
very
Nice.
salubrious,
yet
somehow
Vile.
and
nauseous
part
Of.
the
old
world
Called.
inner
and
outer,
Basildon.
but
nevertheless
I. Oh. Sorry, I'm
I'll
too
bet I
keen.
cut it.
Sorry, I said.
was
knout
But.
champion.
standpipe.
Cried.
Boycott.
Now, the next round is called Police Microphone Action. It's based on the TV program which shows special security film revealing how the police do such an efficient job at bringing felons to justice. You'll notice that we've changed the title slightly. For some reason they didn't like You've Been Framed. But then who does? In a moment, teams, Samantha will play in for you some revealing sound recordings of various police and criminal activity, and I'd like you, please, to identify the nature of this activity for us. And Barry, you're the first one to go, and the first recording is for you to identify.
Hello, dearie.
Guten Abend, Liebchen.
How are you, then?
Guten Abend, Liebchen.
That's Michael Schumacher curb crawling.
One for you to identify now, Jeremy.
I think that must be a ram raid.
Finally, Graham, can you tell us what's happening here, please?
That's a criminal record for start. I think that was the Thames Valley Police Christmas party. And they're all clapping along and proving that we need more bobbies on the beat.
Right. Now, our next round is a musical one entitled Swanee Kazoo. There can be few couplings more exquisite than the combination of the ethereal trill of the Swanee whistle with the heady rasp of the kazoo. In fact, I don't think there's ever been such a sublime coupling since Geoffrey Archer met writer's block. Now, teams, in this round, I'd like you please to perform a duet of my choosing on these two fine instruments. You'll be accompanied on the piano by Colin Sell. Incidentally, Colin has been showing me some of the many adoring letters he receives from rock fans. Here's just one of them. Dear Colin, my favourite is Granite. What's yours? Right, Barry and Graham, you're to start. I'd like you to provide a rendition of Let's Call the Whole Thing Off, and it's to feature Barry Cryer on kazoo and Graham Garden on the Swanee whistle. Your turn now, Jeremy and Willie, and I'd like you please to provide a rendition of Anything You Can Do, and it's to feature Willie Rushton on kazoo and Jeremy Hardy on the Swanee whistle. They do say you should always quit while you're ahead. But as we can't be here all night, we might as well pack up now. Before we do, teams, there's just time, I think, to play one last game called Newsagents Song Book. So while Samantha pops out to enjoy a large pull-out supplement, I'd like you teams... I'd like you teams to suggest some titles of songs likely to prove popular with an audience of newsagents. Anybody can start.
All right. How about Never on a Sunday Times?
Horse and Hound Dog.
How to Handle a Woman's Own. Come into the Guardian Maud. Drink to men only with thine eyes.
Hello, Dolly Telegraph.
People who read the People are the muckiest people.
Penthouse of the Rising Sun.
Hit the road, Jackie. Someday my sport will come. I left Exchange and Mart in San Francisco. The sun will come out tomorrow, unfortunately.
New words for the red flag. The people's friend is hardly read except by those who are partly dead.
Well, ladies and gentlemen...
Washington Postman Pat.
Well, as the sandcastles of destiny are being washed away by the incoming tide of time, it's clear that the grim deck chair attendant of doom is shortly be upon us. So we better say goodbye for now. Join us again at the same time next week. In the meantime, from Samantha, the teams, and myself, goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graham Garden, Willie Rushton and Jeremy Hardy were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by John Naismith. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello, and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, which this week comes to you once more from the Royal Hall in the historic town of Harrogate. Book lovers may be interested to know that the town boasts a fine literary pedigree. In the well-researched books of James Herriot, for example, Harrogate features as Broughton, while in the works of Lord Archer it appears as Addis Ababa. But without further ado, let me introduce you to our teams, whose popularity is exceeded only by their affordability. On my left, please welcome Barry Cryer and Graham Garden. And on my right, Willie Rushton and Jeremy Hardy. And here to give the teams one when they deserve it, please welcome our scorer, the delightful Samantha. Our first round is entitled Biblical Radio Times. As regular listeners will know, my collection of ancient religious artifacts has been well documented. Along with my autographed Dead Sea Scroll, I have in my possession a pristine edition of the Radio Times, which experts tell me dates back to biblical times. Apparently this priceless relic includes full listings, except for viewers in Gomorrah. Teams, I'd like you please to suggest some titles of TV and radio programs that you consider likely to be included. And Barry, will you start, please?
Noah's House Party.
They think it's all Jehovah.
Doubting Thomas with How Do They Do That?
Jeremy.
An Audience with Barbara Cartland. Genesis live in concert.
Don't give up your day, Job.
Three Wise Men Behaving Badly.
Have I got Jews for you?
Challenge Ananas.
Gladiators, the early years.
The Best of Esther. Oh, Middle East Enders.
The Exodus Files.
Pontius. Oh, that was just a pilot.
And Barry Norman with film Naught.
It could be all right on the night so long as you slap blood all over your front door.
Frost on Sunday, locusts on Monday, oil on
Down Yahweh.
Adam's Family.
Right. Well, our next round is a musical one. It's called Pick Up Song, which I'm sure will prove beyond doubt that our team's singing would have delighted Beethoven himself. Teams, DJ Samantha is at the turntable and keen as ever to put the needle in the groove. She'll pump up the volume by a process known to sound engineers as knob twisting. After a short time, the music will disappear. If on its return you're within a gnat's crotchet of the original, I'll be awarding points, and points mean prizes. What do points mean? Good gracious. Harrogate today, Nuremberg tomorrow. This week's prize is a surefire cure for rising damp. It's an account with Yorkshire water. Right. Willie, you're to start this one. Will you please accompany Nat King Cole singing Let's Face the Music?
Before they ask us to pay the bill. That's the police, isn't it? While we still have the chance, let's face the music and dance. This is the best bit. I like this bit very much. Soon we'll be without the moon, humming a different tune, and then there may be teardrops to shed. So while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music. I said he was slow.
Okay, it's your turn, Jeremy. Will you please accompany Elvis Presley singing It's Now or Never?
It's now or never. Come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling, be mine tonight. Tomorrow will be too late. Just one cornetto. My love won't wait. When I first saw you, it's now.
Close. Finally, it's a duet for you. It's a duet for you, Barry and Graham. Will you please accompany Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke singing Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is fucking quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Because I was afraid to speak, but I was down. My father gave me notes a tweak and told me I was bad.
Where are you from?
One day I learned a word that saved me aching nose.
Biggest word you ever heard, and this is how it goes. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Um-diddle-diddle-um-diddle-I, 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 um-diddle-diddle-um-diddle-I.
Well, you always say there goes a clever jet.
That last voice, was that you, Barry, or Graham? We're now going to play a game called Sound Charades. It's based on Give Us a Clue, the seminal TV show which put Lionel Blair's name on the map. Somewhere off the coast of Belgium. In the TV version, the teams are not allowed to speak, leading to much mirth and hilarity. Our version operates on similar principles, but with two exceptions. Mirth and hilarity. And, of course, our teams are permitted the use of their mouths. Now, I'd like you to take it in turns, teams, to enact the title of a well-known film, book, or program for the opposing team to guess. Jeremy and Willie, you're to start, and your title will shortly be broadcast to our theatre audience on the laser display board for Barry and Graham to guess. Meanwhile, here's the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Okay, what is it? I mean, not the answer. I wish.
This is 5 words, and it's a film. And here it is. My lords, ladies and gentlemen, pray be upstanding for Her Majesty.
Hillier, and may I say, there's a lot of sand here in the Commonwealth, and my husband and I are having a lot of fun out here where there's all this sand.
Queen. Yes. I think it's either... or Priscilla.
It's one word.
Priscilla Queen. We'll be here all night. Of the desert.
Yeah.
I know it's boring to answer straight away, but that was ridiculous. It's your turn now, Barry and Graham. Your title is going up on the laser display. And here once more is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Die Hard with a Vengeance. Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Okay, is it a book or a play or what?
It's 5 words, film. Film, 5 words. Right? Right.
Oh, God. Oh! Get him on the...
Oh! We'll never get this coffin lid down there.
It's obviously something to do with a stiff. It's a dead person. Somebody nearly dead. No.
Not dead. A connected word. A verb.
Die. To sleep no more, aye, there's the rub for him, that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuttled off this mortal coil must give us pause.
That's more than 5 words, though.
Dying.
Die.
Samantha's miming something quite disgusting.
Die.
Die, you scum-sucking pig.
I never saw that. Who was in that?
No, I was just abusing Barry.
Oh, I see.
2 of the words are with an A.
Oh. Die with a smile. Well, that's why you couldn't get the coffin lid down.
Think,
Die with a...
Think of Willis.
I was. Die hard.
3 more words.
What?
3 more words.
You don't go to the movies much, do you?
No. With Die Hard 2.
3 and 4.
The Baldy Strikes Back.
Current title of...
Die
Is
Hard
it?
with...
Oh, we don't know that.
Oh,
No, you don't
with
know.
a Vengeance. Yeah.
With
Our
some
next
sensible editing, we could sound quite intelligent in that.
The next round is entitled Estate Agent's Jargon. Now, what can one say about estate agents that hasn't been said before? Well, they're honest and helpful, for a start. In this round, teams, I'd like you to provide us with some examples of jargon and familiar phrases habitually uttered by estate agents, together with an explanation of what they really mean. Jeremy, will you start us off, please?
No chain involved means the toilet doesn't flush.
Very.
A1 condition means the A1 runs through the car.
Under offer, gazumping in progress.
10 minutes from the sea. Or even less if the cliff crumbles.
Suit elderly couple means smells of cabbage.
Ideal for first-time buyer can only be sold to people who don't know what a real house is supposed to look like.
Imposing, it means the neighbours will come round and never leave. Original features means it's an ugly bloke selling it.
£125,000 O-N-O means oh no.
Here's one. Ready for immediate occupation means it's in Jersey and the owners were collaborators during the war.
Okay, well, it's now time to play the game called Mornington Crescent. Before we do, however, I see the mailbag is bursting with a letter from a Mrs. Trellis of North Wales. In her capacity as chair of the Rill and District Naturalists Mornington Crescent Club. She reports on an interesting observation made while out with her binoculars. Dear Stefan, she writes, tits like coconuts. But sparrows prefer breadcrumbs. Yours faithfully, Mrs. Trellis. Most enlightening. On with the game, teams, which I'm pleased to observe is regularly played in Yorkshire. I'm told that the standard game was originally imported from London by Lord Knaresborough, albeit with a few regional variations. According to the official Knaresborough rules, when a player has been successfully blocked, he is then in nid, which involves the immediate forfeit of 3 moves.
Right.
Well, it's certainly a man's game up here, I'll tell you. Let's try it. Willie, I won't say will you start, please, because you already have.
No, I haven't.
Oh.
Nor can I, because I'm
Instead
in
of,
need already, because I...
Oh, go on.
Oh, all right. Blackstone Street.
Weatherby Road.
Pennypot Lane.
Well, I'm in Nid now.
If you're in Nid, so am I then.
Well, what was the situation with Willie at the beginning, Hal? Because
Well, I
he was in Nid to start.
Yes, I started in Nid.
You let him go through.
So we're both blocked.
I'm just sitting here hoping that Graham and Jeremy are in Nid as well.
No,
you were, yes.
I'm out of this. I'm in Nid.
No, you only forfeit 3 moves.
Well, this is the first one.
All right.
No, but Willie was in Nid at the beginning, so we had to wait for him to miss 3 moves before we could start.
That's right. So am I de-nidded now?
No, you're in Nid and so am I. So it's between Graham and Jeremy.
Right, Graham.
Knaresborough. Oh, no. I'm in Nid now.
You are?
You're in.
Well, this is getting interesting.
This is a walkover.
Jeremy, see if you can at least make a move that doesn't put you in Nid.
Boggs Lane.
You've played before, haven't you? With yourself.
It's not
Willie, you've got to follow now. They miss 3 moves.
Yes, you've got 3 more.
And there's 2 more to go.
Ripon Road.
You're right. He is. You're in Nid. So it's just you, Willie.
No, I've got 2 moves to rest now. Well, that was 1. Here comes another.
It's a lonely life in Nid.
All right. I'm out of Nid now.
This was a good game till Lord Knaresborough stuck his nose in. I've got an idea.
Yep.
Let's lift the Nid rule. You're all out of Nid.
Lift the Nid.
Permanently.
All right.
Except for Willie.
All right.
Whose go is it?
No trick questions.
Oh, wait a minute. It's Jeremy's turn.
Should we check the lid of the box and see if we're doing this right?
It says children 5 to 7.
Come on, Barry. Be serious.
I don't say to midnight. Sorry.
Let's be serious for a bit, because there are people listening at home following this game.
Have we had...
Sorry, I'll read that again. It says people listening in a home. Go on, Barry.
Have we had Boggs Lane?
Yes.
Well, I can do it. I can repeat Boggs Lane because I'm new out of Nid.
All right, then go on.
Boggs Lane.
Cold Bath Road.
Excellent.
Graham, Willie's still in Nid.
Right.
Are you going to be in there all day?
I'm transcendental.
Leeds Road.
You've got it. Mornington Crescent.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. I could have warned you, but I was in Nid.
Stupid bloody game anyway.
You can come out of Nid for this next game, Willie.
All right.
It's a round called Limericks.
Oh, yes.
And, of course, we all know it originated in the Irish town of Epigram. Teams, I'm going to furnish you each with a fertile first line, which I'd like you to complete in limerick form, taking 1 line each. We're going to start with you, Willie.
Yes.
In the woods, once I thought I saw Pan.
In the woods once, I thought I saw Pan, a strange creature, half goat and half man.
His father was Billy.
His mother was silly.
They met on blind date in Japan.
Graham, here's your line. That mythical creature, the Sphinx.
That mythical creature, the Sphinx, is smarter than anyone thinks.
He sits there and smirks.
And you don't think it works?
Then when you're not looking, it winks.
Jeremy, here's your first line. When out clubbing with Helen of Troy...
When out clubbing with Helen of Troy, she suggested this interesting ploy.
She said, make a big horse.
Out of plywood, of course.
Welcome. And stick it together with glory.
Finally, Barry, for you. There's a rumour that Oedipus Rex...
There's a rumour that Oedipus Rex had a terrible mother complex.
His poor mum, Jocasta,
was a walking disaster.
But at least she took travellers' checks.
Well, it's time now for an old favourite called Just a Minim, a musical version of Radio 4's hilarious talk-based entertainment, Thoughts for the Day. Each player in turn will attempt to sing a song of my choosing without hesitation, repetition, hold-all, or deviation. Although one deviation from the song will of necessity be allowed. The piano accompaniment of Colin Sell. But the song is I Like It. And remember, teams, those not singing may buzz to challenge. Barry, will you start?
I like it, shut a door. I cherish the way you run your fingers through my hair. And I'm for the mode in which you tickle my chin.
Challenge there from Jeremy.
You're just gibbering and losing it badly.
he's a nice old man.
There's a puddle under his table.
Water warm for the likes of you.
I suppose gibbering and losing it comes under the heading of hesitation, probably.
Yes.
So will you pick it up there, Jeremy?
Oh. And I approve heartily of the way you...
Challenge that from Barry.
Malice. Come here, taking jobs away from our Brooke Taylors.
I'm leaner and more efficient.
It's cheaper.
Carry on, Jeremy. I'm turning that challenge down.
And it gratifies me the method in which you let me come in when your mother ain't there.
Challenge from Graham.
The words jabbering and losing it.
I'll accept that. Carry on, Graham.
I enjoy it. I'm fond of the words you say and all the things you do. And I approve of the way you straighten my tie.
Challenge from
He's not wearing a tie.
I'll accept that. Carry on, Willie.
And I like the way you're winking your eye.
Challenge from Graham.
He's not wearing a tie either.
I'm winking my eye.
I'm in need.
Steadily going round the twist here. Who was singing then?
What? Where are we, Hump?
Hesitation. I forgot what round we're playing.
Mornington Crescent.
Well, we're rapidly approaching the end of the show, but there's just time, I think, to fit in a round of Weather Forecasters Film Club. So while Samantha gets to grips with an unexpected warm front, I'd like you teams to suggest some titles of films likely to be popular with an audience of weather forecasters.
Lundy, bloody Lundy.
Oh, it says here, Willie, will you start, please?
Fiddler on the Air Ministry roof.
Lundy, bloody Lundy.
A Fish Called Michael. Graham.
Rock All. And Rock All 2, 3 and 4. Starring Sou'wester Cyclone.
Yeah.
Anything with Finisterre and Ginger Rogers.
The longest day since records began. Some like it hot, but be careful to avoid prolonged exposure to the sun.
North by north at 0.
Play Miss... Oh, no. That's right. No, you go first, because you might die quicker than me.
Any messages? The bad and the ugly. Good.
Play Mistral for me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen...
Lundy, bloody Lundy.
As the boiling water of time collides with the sweet and sour instant pot snack of fate... I noticed that the tomato sauce sachet of destiny has been accidentally left inside, which must mean that it's the end of the show. Join us again next week when we'll be in Stratford-upon-Avon. In the meantime, from the team, Samantha, myself, and the fine people of Harrogate, goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graham Garden, Willie Rushton and Jeremy Hardy were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Littleton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by John Naismith. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Littleton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the show that never fails to cut the custard. You join us at the Theatre Royal in Windsor, a town famously associated with our own royal family. It was in 1917 that the House of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha took their new name from the place where they all spent most of their time. So, by the same tradition, when Sarah Ferguson married Prince Andrew, she naturally assumed the title Duchess of Airport. Windsor Castle receives thousands of visitors each year who marvel at the recently completed restoration work undertaken painstakingly by a team of experts who took several months to work out the Latin for "in case of fire, break stained glass here." For the finest view, the famous Round Tower is best approached through Henry VIII's Gateway, skirting by Queen Mary's Budgeons and popping into James II's Tesco Metro. But Windsor has more to offer than just obviously popular attractions. Indeed, there are today several often ignored sights, completely unspoilt by endless queues of eager faces. Let me point out 4 of them. On my left, Barry Cryer and Graham Garden. And on my right, Jeremy Hardy and Tim Brooke-Taylor. And please also welcome the lovely lady who never misses a good score, the delightful Samantha. Okay, we start with a game called Undelivered Mail from History. This should prove most popular, although there's little hope of its becoming as popular as the one called Undelivered Mail from Reader's Digest. I'd like you please, teams, to suggest the contents of letters that might have changed the course of history had the postal service not failed that day. Barry, will you start, please?
Undelivered to Edward VIII. Don't abdicate, she's a man.
Tim.
Dear Lord Irvine, there's bargains galore this Easter at B&Q.
Yours, Tony.
Jeremy.
Dear King Harold, your new contact lenses are ready for collection.
And Graham.
This is one from Emperor Hirohito to the Joint Chiefs of the Imperial Staff. Correction to previous letter should have read, I want to take out Pearl Bailey.
Dear Dad, everything going pear-shaped. Suspect Judas. Back Thursday. Love Jesus.
Dear St. Paul, will you stop writing to us?
Dear Nelson, see you in my cabin during the battle. Lots of love, Captain Jeremy Hardy.
One from the Department of the Environment. Dear Noah, the emission of methane gas from your enormous menagerie could have catastrophic effects on the climate.
To Mozart, dear Am, saw Salieri buying rat poison, keep an eye out. Always finish on an anticlimax.
Okay, then.
I found one here from...
It's time now for a game called One Song to the Tune of Another, which, despite the title, isn't too difficult when explained logically. In one composition, there are two elements, A, the tune, and B, the words. Taking a second composition, let's call the tune T, and for ease of working, the words Q. Selecting two songs at random, song S and song P, we take B away from S, leaving just A, the tune. And from song P, we subtract T, leaving the words Q. With everything now split into its simplest form, we can either recombine T with B to form a new S, or A with Q to make a revised P. Well, I see the team's faces light up with the realization now that they have a choice. Go with the TSB, or join AQ for another P. Either way, one song is combined with the tune of another. But one combination, I'm afraid, which we have no choice about, is that of Colin Sell with a piano. Barry, we'll start with you. Will you please sing the words of I Enjoy Being a Girl to the tune of London Pride?
I'm a girl, and by me that's only great. I am proud that my silhouette is curvy, that I walk with a sweet and girlish gait, with my hips kind of swivelly and swervy. I adore being dressed in something frilly when my date comes to get me at my place. Out I go with my Joe or John or Billy, like a filly who is ready for the race. When I have a brand new hairdo, with my eyelashes all in curl, I float as the clouds on air do. I enjoy being a girl.
Okay, Jeremy, will you please sing the words of Every Breath You Take to the tune of Knees Up, Mother Brown?
Every breath you take and every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you every single day and every word you say, every game you play, every night you stay, I'll be watching you. Oh God, you see it, you belong to me, my poor heart aches with every step you take, every move you make and every vow you break.
Some of your glasses, please.
What you do?
Good gracious. It's now you, Graham. Will you please sing the words of Leader of the Pack to the tune of the Habanera from Bizet's Carmen?
I met him at the can candy store. He turned around and smiled at me. You get the picture? Yes, we see. That's when I fell for the leader of the pack. My folks were always putting me down. They said he came from the wrong side of town. They told me he was bad. I know he was sad. That's why I fell for the leader of the pack. One day my dad said find someone new. I had to tell my Jimmy we are through. He stood there and asked me why, but all that I could do was a cry.
And finally, Tim, will you please sing the words of Come Into the Garden, Maud, to the tune of the Can-Can?
Come into the garden, Maud, for the blackbird night is flown. Come into the garden, Maud, I am here at the gate alone, I'm here. At the gate alone, queen of the rosebud, garden of girls, come hither, the dances are done. In gloss of satin and glimmer of pearls, Queen Lily ran, rose in wine thrown out, little head running over with curls to the flowers stay their sun. Come into the garden, Maud, the blackbird night is flown. Come into the garden, Maud, she is coming, my own, my sweet, where it ever so airy a tread, my heart would hear her beat, where it hears the earth be begged. Oh, come into the garden, Maud, for the blackbird night is flown. Come into the garden, I'm here at the gate alone, I'm here at the gate alone, queen of the rosebud, garden of girls, come hither, the dancing, in close up, a touch of aye!
Okay, the next round is called Straight Face. It's specially named in tribute to the wonderful audience we have here in the theatre. The object of this round is for our teams to take it in turns to come up with certain words on a given subject which will produce absolutely no laughter. The slightest titter, and that person is out. And that's not just out of the game, it's out of the theatre. Interestingly, the world record for this game is held by our own Barry Cryer, who once came up with 3,438 consecutive words without evoking a single laugh in response. In fact, the feat is still spoken about by the West Ruislip branch of the British Euthanasia Society. For whom he was providing the after-dinner speech. Okay, teams, I'd like you to exchange your unfunny words, please, on the subject of the countryside. Jeremy, will you start, please?
Silage.
Hound.
Hunt.
Mulch.
Style.
Blood.
Rape.
Subsidy.
Inbreeding.
Watch it.
Aldridge.
Newts.
Laugh there.
Oh.
What? Somewhere in Slough?
Definitely. Listen, my decision is final. You're out, Tim. Okay, carry on, whoever's next.
Bullock.
Set aside.
Dung. Heifer.
Cousins.
Yeah, sorry, Jeremy. Close. It's between you, Barry, and Graham.
Slurry. Fringe.
Well, we must move on. The next round is based on Monopoly. Our version was specially adapted from the popular board game by way of homage to its brilliant creator. Incidentally, homage is a foreign word of interesting derivation and can be used in various forms as petty homage, safe homage, and of course homaging a building society with a sawn-off shotgun. OK, team, Samantha has laid out the board for you exactly as we left the game last time. Tim, will you start, please?
Community chest. Good news, you've won second prize in a beauty contest. Bad news, second to Robin Cook.
Graham?
Oh, the master.
Luck be a lady tonight. Whoa, two the hard way. I've landed on power gen. Has anyone got that?
No. I've got Mr. Bunn.
No, I'll buy power gen then.
Buy power gen.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, right. Oh, community chest. You are trapped in a lift with Robin Williams. Go straight to therapy. So be it.
Jeremy.
Good one. Oh, Victoria Station. Pay £2,000 to a prostitute.
One of the cheaper ones. Go back to the old Kent Road where you belong, you cockney tosser.
Here we go. 17. Chance. Income tax paid 20p. Blimey, that's gone up.
It's now time to play a game called Cheddar Gorge. In this round, I'll be asking the teams to construct a sentence by each of them uttering a single word at a time. The object is not to complete the sentence. I have the horn as usual, and when I... And when I consider a sentence as being completed, teams, you'll hear this. OK, teams, I'd like your sentence to take the form of a letter to the head of Radio 4. Extra points will be awarded for the inclusion of bonus words. Barry, yours is enormous. Jeremy, yours is inspired. Graham, yours is breathtaking. And Tim, yours is outstanding.
On a cold day, too.
OK, Graham, will you start, please?
Why?
Oh.
Why?
Why? Oh.
Why?
Why is
the
schedule
so outstanding
and
inspired?
Yeah, that completed a sentence. God knows what happens now. Carry on, Graham.
Many of the
listeners
thought you were out.
Oh.
Wait a minute, doesn't say anything
Nobody
about...
said he was out.
That's the last game. He doesn't go out.
I'm sorry, Jeremy.
No.
I'm not out. I'm still coming to terms with things at the moment.
Well, many of the listeners are
hoping
to
engage
you
in
some
productive
debate
on
enormous
matters.
Let's have one more round of that. Go on, Graham.
I'm starting again. Right.
No, you're not, Tim.
Why?
Oh.
Why?
Oh.
Spells
something
beginning
with the
letter.
Why?
Right. Our next round is called New Versions. It's inspired by the current Radio 4 policy of rejigging old shows and putting them in different slots. The 1 o'clock news is now followed by Mastermind. Round Britain quiz can't be followed by anyone. And Nicholas Parsons in the psychiatrist's chair is followed by Prayer for the Day. The team's task is to act out new versions of literary classics. Barry and Graham, I'd like you to start, please, by giving us your interpretation of Moby Dick in the style of Noel Coward.
Someday I'll find you. Watch out behind you. I've got a great big...
Captain Ahab, I am Mr. Worthington.
You must be my first mate.
I find that very hard to believe. Nevertheless, call me Ishmael.
What a pretty name.
Thank you.
Are you afraid of Moby Dick?
Not at all. I always take precautions.
There she blows. There she blows avast behind.
Who was that?
I thought he was with you.
There's not a moment to lose. Man the boat, lower the sail, empty the ashtrays.
Quick, pass me that long pointed thing and join me in a foxtrot.
Gladly, but why?
It only harpoons when I dance with you.
Good shot, sir.
Uncanny.
Now I shall haul him onto the landing stage and slice him into tiny little pieces.
No, I beg you. Don't put your slaughter on the stage, Mr.
Don't put your slaughter on the stage.
In the midday sun.
Your turn now, Tim and Jeremy. Let's hear your new version of Macbeth in the style of MasterChef.
Well, tonight we have 3 contestants. Which one are you?
No, I'm witch too. Oh, I see, Arthur, I see what you mean. And who are you, may I ask?
I'm Thane of Cawdor and Bane of Pronunciation.
Well, I'll be making braised tongue of dog with a coulis of eye of newt. Would you like a wee taste?
Now, do I detect nose of Turk and Tartar's lips?
Well, my mother slept about a bit, so it's possible.
Now, what about dessert?
Well, I was thinking of laying on a Macduff.
I'm so glad that Spotted Dick is out of fashion. Out, damn Spotted Dick, out, I say. Is this a dagger I see before me?
Oh, I thought you were just pleased to see me.
Next week on Master McChef, a Danish theme, we'll be making omelette, Prince of Dishes.
I see what you mean, that's awfully good.
It's time now for Censored Song, where the team sings songs while taking care to remove any words liable to offend the more sensitive ear. Too much smut has polluted the airwaves of late, and I'm given to understand that even this programme has made inadvertent transgressions. Were it not for a particularly keen-eared listener, we'd never have known there were filthy meanings to such expressions as melons, bristols, knockers, or huge threepenny bits. Our thanks go to the Bishop of Norwich for taking the trouble to point them out. The songs will be accompanied on the piano by Colin Sell. Actually, we're all very excited for Colin, as he's been invited to play at a U2 gig. What great reunion dances those German submarine crews. OK, we'll start with you, Tim and Jeremy. Will you please provide a censored version of Leaning on a Lamppost?
hang on a lamppost at the corner of the street.
In case a certain little lady comes.
Oh my, I hope the little lady comes by.
Don't know if she'll get.
She doesn't always get.
But anyway, I know that she'll try.
Me. Oh my, I hope that little comes.
There's no other girl I could fall.
This one I'd break any for.
I won't have to ask.
She'd never be flat.
She's not a girl like that.
She's absolutely wonderful and marvellous and beautiful, and anyone can understand why.
I'm in on a lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady.
OK, Barry and Graham, would you please provide your censored version of Whistle a Happy Tune?
Whenever I feel afraid, I hold my erect and whistle a happy tune, so no one will suspect I'm a... The result of this deception is very plain to tell, for when the people I myself as well, when in my shoes I strike a careless pose and whistle a happy tune, so no one ever knows I'm a...
Well, we're rapidly approaching the end of the show, but there's just time to fit in a round of Hairdressers Film Club. Senior stylist Samantha has been called back to the salon, where there's a regular client waiting to have his length adjusted before she finishes him off with an expert blow. So while she does that, I'd like the teams to suggest titles of films that might suit an audience of hairdressers, barbers and the like. Barry, will you start, please?
Die Hard, with the artist formerly known as Rinse.
Something for the Lost Weekend.
Hair, the director's cut.
The one you've been waiting for. Bring me the Head and Shoulders of our global Garcia.
They died with their roots done.
Mr. Smith goes to Wash and Go.
And of course, there's all those films by Lassie's only real Hollywood canine rival, Rinse, Tinse, Tinge.
Perms of endearment.
Quiff Vardis.
Indiana Jones and the Last Pomade. Starring Sean Completely and Hair Extension Ford.
Top Bun.
And from Disney, Peter Pan Teen Pro V+.
Well, as the scales of time are confronted by the Vanessa Feltz of eternity, and the cubicle of destiny is selected by the George Michael of fate, I notice it's the end of the show, so from Samantha, the teams, myself and the fine people of Windsor, it's goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graham Garden, Jeremy Hardy and Tim Brooke Taylor were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Littleton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson and the producer was John Naismith. proudly present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Littleton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the panel game where the teams come in like a lion and go out like a light. You find us once again in Windsor, the town which gave its name to a type of chair, a knot, and most famously, a soup. Although this was before the Royal Borough changed its name from Campbell's Cream of Mushroom on Thames. But a stone's throw across the river is Eton with its world-renowned school. According to my guide notes, Eton's most famous former pupils include the Duke of Wellington, William Gladstone, George Orwell, and Humphrey Littleton, the jazz musician and panel game host. They don't say what those other three are famous for. Let's meet the teams. The same four comedians were here at the Theatre Royal last week when they produced a performance that's impossible to forget. I've been to hypnosis, but it didn't work. They are, on my left, Barry Cryer and Graham Garden. And facing them on my right, Jeremy Hardy and Tim Brooke-Taylor. And also joining us once again is our delightful scorer, Samantha. Now, as we all know, Britain and Europe are moving inexorably closer together. But we couldn't think of a game based on plate tectonics. So instead, teams, we'll play a round called Euro TV and Radio Guide, in which I'd like you please to suggest continental versions of some of our own TV and radio programmes. Barry, will you start, please?
The Cologne Ranger and his horse vessel.
Jeremy.
The Big Bratwurst.
Graham.
Yes, in France they've got a game show where teams identify pieces of meat called Call My Boeuf.
Israel, they think it's Passover.
Another one from France, they've decided to combine World Cup Special and Casualty.
And Switzerland has combined World at War with the Money Programme.
In Ireland, The Archers is now on 8 nights a week.
A popular Italian sitcom called Men Behaving Normally.
In France, they have one man and his frog.
Germany, the Asked a Questions time.
Are you being served?
France, they have Can Cook, Will Cook.
Spain has The World at Juan.
And Russia has Shooting Tsars.
Super Maastricht Sweep. ERM.
We have an amusing round now. Called Pickup Song, featuring a selection of fine old recordings drawn from the archive. Hip-hop, jive-talking, disco bunny DJ Samantha rolled her sleeves up and had a good rummage downstairs for the teams this afternoon. She's pulled out some dusty old 7 inches.
Blimey.
That could all be made big again, given sympathetic handling. She's poised over the turntable now, ready to spin some discs as each singer in turn joins in. At my signal, Samantha will turn the volume down to nothing. If, when the music returns, teams, you're within a goblin's mouth organ of the original. I'll be awarding points, and points mean prizes. What do prizes mean? Never works, that, does it? This week's prize will give instant peace of mind to any lover of unusual animals who's worried that their pet might go astray. It's this self-addressed antelope. OK, we've tried 2 duets this week. The first one's for you, Tim and Jeremy. Would you please accompany the band Aqua with their smash hit song Barbie Girl?
Hiya, Barbie.
In a Barbie world, life in plastic. It's fantastic. You can press my hand, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. I'm a blonde single girl in a fantasy world. Dress me up, make it right. I'm your dolly.
You're my doll, rock and roll. Feel the drama and kiss me here, touch me there, hanky panky.
You can touch, you can play. If you say, I'm always yours. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic.
Your turn now, Barry and Graham, and your song is the delightful Summer Nights from Greece. Graham, I'd be pleased if you would essay the role of John Travolta and stretching imagination to breaking point. Barry, would you take the part of Olivia Newton-John?
Uncanny.
Met a girl crazy for me.
Met a boy, cute as can be.
Summer days drifting away. Those summer nights. So well. Tell me more. Did you get very far?
Tell me more, like does he have a car?
She swam by me, she got a cramp.
He ran by me, got my suit damp.
Saved her life, she nearly drowned.
He showed off, splashing around.
Summer sun, something's begun. But oh, the summer nights.
And for a derisory fee, I have to sit in the middle listening to that. OK, our next game takes as its subject the nursery rhyme, a children's entertainment that sadly fell from popularity with the advent of the mechanical toy. A prime example was Lego, which became so successful there is now here in Windsor an entire Lego land. For a small fee, parents can bring their children to enjoy a large area of toy buildings constructed out of plastic bricks. Alternatively, they can save their money and take the kids to Milton Keynes for the day. In an attempt to revive the nursery rhyme teams, I'd like you please to update some traditional verses to give them contemporary relevance. Start off, Barry, please.
This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed at home. This little piggy had roast beef. And now he thinks he's a duck.
OK, Jeremy?
Hush-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. This is a new birthing technique from France.
Graham?
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, knock at the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, bingo!
Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. A Frenchman put a match to it, and now it's all aglow.
Ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross to see a fine lady on a white horse, with rings on her navel and studs on her lip. Who'd have thought nipple rings would ever be hip?
Pussycat, pussycat, where have you been? I've been up to London to visit the Queen. Pussycat, pussycat, what did you there? I told her Geoffrey Archer must never be mayor.
Georgie Porgy Pudding and Pie went into the gents. Now we all know why.
Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. There came a big spider and sat down beside her. At least he said he was a spider.
Educationally challenged Simon met a pie person. Going to the fair, said educationally challenged Simon to the pie person, BSE, beware.
Graham?
Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe and he called for his bowl and had a colonic irrigation.
Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her poor dog a bone, but when she got there, the cupboard was bare because she'd bought too many lottery tickets.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children she didn't know what to do. Obviously.
Little boy blue, come blow your horn. You must be very supple.
One more, Barry.
Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. Little dog laughed to see such sport and scored some more stuff on a spoon.
Right. It's time now to play the game called Mornington Crescent. But first of all, I noticed from the pile in our listener reaction in tray, we've received almost 2 letters this week, including this one from a Mrs. Trellis of North Wales. Mrs. Trellis admits to becoming a little confused by the recent Radio 4 programme changes. Dear Shula, she writes. How awful they should both move the Moral Maze and change its name. You can imagine my horror and dismay when I tuned in specially and found I hadn't missed it yet. Yours faithfully, Mrs. Trellis. OK, on with the game, teams, and since we're close to my alma mater, Eton College, an institution that I was disturbed to read the other day was second only to Formula 1 for its dependence on fags, this week's contest will be played according to old Etonian rules. So teams, all suburban routes are out of bounds, and if any 2 individuals become boxed, it's the senior player who's granted right of way. Also, if a player makes a move that his fellows, or in this case the audience, see fit to applaud, then he's officially in pop and is entitled to wear a silly floral waistcoat and to make his next move out of turn. All very sensible. Tim, will you start, please?
Paddington Green.
King's Road.
Collier's Wood.
Have you done this before?
Once. But I was sick after.
You're botched already.
I thought you'd already got the floral waistcoat.
Graham?
Yeah, right.
Are you?
No, I'm not boxed.
You're not boxed
no,
already?
I'm sure I'm not. No, it can't be. Because I've got Fairlight Avenue.
Ah, yeah.
Hatton Cross.
How did you know my pet name? Queensgate.
Walthamstow Central?
Not boxed. Not boxed. No.
Princess Terrace, I can go out of order,
Yes,
senior.
you can. Yep.
No, you can't, because it's not boxed.
No, he was, though.
He was,
I think it was, wasn't it
It's a
suburban?
question of whether it is now.
Well, he's in pop now.
I could go out of order then.
Yeah.
Adjudication, please, Humph.
What does that mean? No, Tim's right. Carry on.
Clapham Common.
Hounslow West.
Wandsworth High Street.
No, wait a minute. No, Hounslow West, surely. That's not.
Is that...
That's boxing.
Is that... That's not...
No,
not
that's
with it.
something when people belt the living daylights out of it.
No, Hounslow East would have been boxing, but West's okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Playing those rules, are we?
Fairlop.
Oh, not again.
I can only go Tottenham Court Road.
It's not a bad thing to do, actually.
Walked right,
Well,
into,
I-
walks
nothing else I
right
can
into
do.
it.
Yeah.
It's that or be sick
he's
again, I think.
walking right into it. Highgate.
Hounslow East.
Mornington Crescent.
Yes.
Yes,
Riding. Lamb to the slaughter.
jolly good. Congratulations. It's time to lighten the mood a little. I've recently been informed that much of what passes for popular entertainment these days merely trades on an insatiable interest in disasters heaped upon humanity. Titanic, the charge of the Light Brigade, the Hindenburg disaster, the Deirdre Barlow trial, the new Radio 4 schedule, have all been foisted upon the public, and it's been suggested that in this climate of unrelenting doom, it might be an idea for the team to tell a few amusing jokes. I shall provide each player with a suitable subject. The first will start, but when I do this, the next should take over, but cleverly twisting the joke to suit his allocated subject, and so on. The winner will be the first to reach his punchline, which will be signalled by unbridled mirth from our theatre audience, or the canned laughter track, whichever comes first. Barry, your subject is anteaters, Graham, burglars, Tim, a meat pie, and Jeremy, Quasimodo. Tim, will you start, please?
Man went into a pub and he went to the barman and he said, "What's that sign?" And there was the sign that said, "A pint, a pie, and a friend..."
And barman said, "Excuse me, sir, these two anteaters were first, if you wouldn't mind waiting." They ordered 2 pints of lager and 2 packets of pork scratchings, which they took over to a table in the corner, where they sat, trying to ignore a man with a large klaxon horn in the other corner of the pub.
And he said, "That's not a horn, that's my hump." This man was Quasimodo, and he was there with his friends Snow White and Tom Thumb. And Snow White said, "Do you know, I've got a magic mirror in my handbag, and it talks." And
What was that noise? Said Quasimodo. There was a noise in the back room, because unbeknownst to them, 3 burglars who had robbed a bank were making their escape, chased by the police, and they'd broken into the back of this pub. There was an Englishman, an Irishman, and a Scotsman.
And at this moment, the anteater said, "Drinks on me, everyone, including the burglars. I see this sign, a pint, a pint, a..."
And they were drinking their pints of lager, as you remember, and eating their pork scratchings. And
was?
the barman came over to them. So
he said, "Those pork scratchings are bits of Quasimodo's face. I do apologise." But Snow White tried to cheer Quasimodo up because he was embarrassed about his physical state, and she showed him this magic mirror. And she said, "Now, here's the thing, I can talk to this mirror." And she said, "Mirror, mirror, out of my handbag, who is the fairest?"
Nobody move.
Said the anteater. "Can I have a word with you, Snow White?"
the barman was still worried about the 2 anteaters, and he came back to the table yet again and said, "Are those port scratchings all right? I can replace them or you can have your money back." And they said, "No, these port scratchings are fine." So he went away. And they carried on with
no regard at all for what was happening with Snow White and this mirror. Mirror, mirror, out of my handbag, she said, "Who is the fairest of them all?" "Why, you, Snow White," said the mirror, talking in a loud mirror-like accent. And she said, "Have a go at this, Tom Thumb." And he said, "Mirror, mirror, out of Snow White's handbag, who is the shortest of them all?" And he said, "Why, you, Tom Thumb." And then they said to Quasimodo, "Go on, Quasimodo, have a go with the mirror." And he said, "No, I don't like it, so I'm not really big on mirrors." And they said, "I'll tell you what, take it over in the corner. We won't listen, and you can come and tell us what the mirror said." So he goes over and he talks to the mirror, and he comes back a couple of moments later and he says, "Who the flip's Anne Widdecombe?"
Time for a musical round in which the teams will take it in turns to sing various lines in order to make up the verses of a madrigal. The madrigal is a form of music chiefly popular in the 16th century and fondly remembered by several of our panelists. Musical accompaniment will be provided by our resident pianist Colin Sell, whose mother tells me he mastered the scales at the age of 6. And by 7 he could flush the bathroom toilet all by himself. OK, I'll provide you with the subject teams, which I'd like you to continue in madrigal form, taking one line each until you hear this noise. The subject is President Clinton. Jeremy, will you start, please?
As I walked out one May morning, all in the White House grounds,
from out the Oval Office, I heard such curious sounds.
I peeped in through the window
and saw Bill standing on a bucket.
I said, "What are you doing?"
He said, "I'm trying to see Nantucket."
The president then asked me, "Have you seen my White House staff?"
I misconstrued his meaning, and I gave a nervous laugh.
Then up there popped a fine young lass.
He said, "This is my lodger."
I said, "What is that in her mouth?"
He said, "A jammy dodger."
Well, it's very nearly the end of the programme, but there's just time to announce some late arrivals at the Hoteliers' Ball. Before we start, Samantha has to pop off to continue her evening job trying out country house hotel rooms for a travel guidebook. She tells me she enjoys a different local inn every night. Meanwhile, I'd like the teams to please announce the names of their late arrivals at a ball for hotel owners and the like. Tim, will you start, please?
Will you please welcome Mr. and Mrs. John Smith, Mr. and Mrs. John Smith, Mr. and Mrs. John Smith, Mr. Humphrey Littleton and Rita Goodlay. Sorry, Mr. and Mrs. John Smith, the famous trumpeter and composer of Bad Penny Blues, and his lead vocalist.
Mr. and Mrs. Tring for large parties, and their daughter Kay Tring for large parties.
Mr. and Mrs. Barr and their daughter Minnie Barr.
And will you welcome, please, Mr. and Mrs. Rouser Press. And their son Corbett Rouser Press.
From Ireland, the Ference Facilities. and their impressive son, the excellent conference facility. God bless you, sir.
And from even further afield, the Sultan of Cap and his flattering son, the complimentary Shah Cap.
Mr. and Mrs. Nkit and their daughter Zoe Nkit.
All the way from Wales, Mr. and Mrs. for phone calls made after paying the bill. And their son Owen for phone calls made after paying the bill.
And will you welcome Mr. and Mrs. Bennett, £17.50 for a continental breakfast. And their son Gordon Bennett, £17.50 for a continental breakfast.
All the way from Scotland, Mr. and Mrs. Brake and their son Weekend Brake.
And will you welcome from Liverpool, Cook Willia, and their son, Jess Cook Willia.
Will you welcome, please, Mr. and Mrs. Actuate down the fire escape and assemble in the car park, and their daughter, evacuate down the fire escape and assemble in the car park.
And a warm welcome for Mr. and Mrs. Speaking Hammerhell Pugh, and their daughter, Tracy Speaking Hammerhell Pugh.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as the plump, juicy earwig of time burrows into the uncapped toothpaste of destiny, and the hairy spider of fate lurks hungrily under the toilet seat of eternity, I notice it's the end of the show, so from Samantha, the teams, myself, and the good people of Windsor, it's goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graham Garden, Jeremy Hardy and Tim Brooke Taylor were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Littleton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson and the producer was John Naismith.
Those updated nursery rhymes were brilliant, weren't they? That show was first broadcast in May 1998.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Littleton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us for a second week in Birmingham, a city with a proud history of scientific discovery. Here in the last century, William Murdoch devised gas lighting, Joseph Priestley discovered oxygen, and James Watt pioneered steam power. Their combined efforts producing the first British attempt at the world land speed all-night underwater steamroller record. Other famous Brummies include the political thinker Joseph Chamberlain, whose sons Austin and Neville also left their marks. Austin lent his name to the popular car manufactured nearby. The Chamberlain Allegro GLX. While one-time Mayor Neville Chamberlain did so much to help ensure the restructuring of the city centre when he failed to prevent World War II. Names from the arts include the poet Gerard Manley Hopkins, who became more popular when he dropped the name Gerard, donned a blonde wig, and sang the 1969 Eurovision entry, Those Were the Days. Romantic novelist Barbara Cartland was born at nearby Edgbaston and made regular return visits until the unfortunate occasion when she was asked to smile for the cameras and 3 photographers died in a chalk dust explosion. It's time we met the teams who will do battle in what is the last match in the current series. And what a competition we have in store. Possibly the most thrilling confrontation since Daniel stepped into the Lions' corner house. The teams are on my right, Jeremy Hardy and Tim Brooke-Taylor. And on my left, Barry Cryer and Graham Garden. Making a most welcome return, the lovely lady who scores wherever we go. The delightful Samantha. Right, let's get on with it. Our first game this week is called Historical Headlines. This shouldn't be confused with a game called Historical Headlights, which involves the team scraping the dead flies off their car headlights, the winner being the one who finds the squashed blue bottle with a face most like Queen Victoria. In this game, however, the object is to imagine how certain historical events might have been reported in today's newspapers or other periodicals. And the event is, the three wise men follow the star to Bethlehem. Jeremy, will you start, please?
Camel train arrives even later than Virgin.
Guardian, baby born in Mangle. Gifts included old Frankenstein and a mirror.
Birmingham Post, Winterval begins.
And inside The Guardian, corrections and clarifications. Yesterday's headline, Wide Men and What Rich Gifts, should have read, Wise Men and What Rich Gits.
Sunday Sport, Freddie Starr et our hamsters, say wise men.
Miracle baby in stable condition.
The Independent, three wise men follow star to Bethlehem.
Sheep Farming Weekly. Shepherds got there first.
Son, you wait ages for a wise man and then three turn up all over.
Right. The teams are going to demonstrate their musical timing skill next, because it's the pick-up song round where they sing along to some popular discs. For the teams to make their choices, DJ Samantha generously got her voluminous greatest hits out. I'm only reading what it says here. Got her voluminous greatest hits out earlier for them to put a finger on the one they'd most like to have. She's now eagerly poised over the gramophone and ready to give the first players a fine old 7-incher a long overdue area. As the music plays, teams, you should join in until at my signal, Samantha turns the volume down. Continue singing, and if on the music's return you're within a cheesy quaver of the original, I'll be awarding points, and points mean prizes. Nice to see you, This week's prize will ideally suit the dog-loving handyman. It's this set of adjustable spaniels. Graham, we'll start with you. Will you please accompany the Scarecrow and Judy Garland singing If I Only Had a Brain from The Wizard of Oz?
I could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain.
And my head I'd be scratching while my thoughts were busy hatching if I only had a brain.
Only had a brain.
I'd unravel every riddle for any individual in trouble or in pain.
With the thoughts you'll be thinking, it could be another Lincoln if you only had a brain.
Oh, I will tell you why. The ocean's near the shore. I could think of things I'd never thought before. And then I could sit and think some more.
Okay, Barry, now, would you please accompany Marlene Dietrich singing You Do Something to Me?
That simply mystifies me. I was never a party member. Tell me, why should it be? These are not my legs. You have the power to hypnotize me. Let me live neath your spell. Do that voodoo that you do so well. Oh, you do so.
Close. Finally, Tim and Jeremy, a duet for you. Would you please accompany the group Chumbawamba singing Tub Thumping?
Never gonna keep me down, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. Kissing the night, kissing the night is through.
He drinks a whiskey drink, he drinks a vodka drink, he drinks a lager drink, he drinks a cider drink. He sings the songs that remind him of the good times. He sings the songs that remind him of the better times.
Oh, Danny boy, Danny boy. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna...
Okay, the next round is called Sound Charades. It's a wireless version of that TV classic Give Us a Clue, where panelists were given a short time in which to mime the title of a book or film or stage play. The undisputed expert on the show was Lionel Blair, but even he needed 2 whole minutes on Harold Pinter's Caretaker. Okay, Tim and Jeremy, you're to start, and your title will now be broadcast via the laser display board. And for listeners at home, here's the mystery voice.
Les Miserables. Les Miserables.
Right, you're guessing this one, Barry and Graham. Off you go, Tim and Jeremy.
2 words. It's a book. It's a musical. It's a film. It's a takeaway meal. Okay, here we go. Hello, Les.
Hello, Les.
How are you?
Glum.
Les, do you think Les? Oh. And they sounded a bit miserable, didn't they? They did. The very word, le mot juste.
Right, it's your turn, Barry and Graham. Your title's now being exhibited on the laser display board. And here again is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Never mind the buzzcocks. Never mind the buzzcocks.
4 words.
4
words, television.
Television.
Off we go.
Oh, Hamish.
Dougal,
You'll have had your tea. Well, look at this. I see you've taken up hen keeping.
Aye. For pleasure and profit.
Oh, profit as well, is it? Well, oh, look, are those over there, are those all roosters?
Oh, you've got it in one, Dougal.
Oh, have I? Well, I better adjust it. Wait now. Look at that. Would you believe it? One of your roosters looks ready to crow. Oh, jings! What a noise was that?
Oh, pay no attention, man. They're just showing off.
Well... Oh, that we tinker right up my kilt.
Ignore them, Dougal, for God's sake.
How can I ignore him? He's chewing my sporran. Hamish!
Forget about them. Forget about them.
Is it we hope it's all over?
It is now.
Jeremy knows this one.
It's the buzz, isn't it? Never mind the buzz, Cox.
We're now going to play the game called Mornington Crescent. But first, I noticed from our listener focus group in tray that we've received almost several cards this week, and it comes from a Mrs. Trellis of North Wales. She writes, "Dear Mrs. Antrobus, hats off to the I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue boys. Their book of limericks is a great read. And such good value at under a tenner. It inspired me to write one myself, which I would love to hear read out loud for the very first time. There was a young lady from Slough who last year developed a cough. She wasn't to know it would last until now. Let's hope the poor girl will pull through. How original. On with the game then, which is the season's grand final. And with the competition finally balanced, the teams are competing for the Armitage Shanks Charity Bowl. Obviously, in a match of such importance, I have to insist on strict adherence to the rules. So the practice of tagging, whereby a player simply follows his teammate's move with a straight sequential in an attempt to trap the opposition in a repeating loop, will not be tolerated. Also, don't forget the Kingsway.
Wait, hold on, Hum. Sorry. Go on, Graham.
Well, surely you don't follow your partner's move.
It alternates between the team.
Whether it's sequential or not, it's the other.
Well, you follow
your opponent's
them.
move.
Yes, but somebody else comes in between, but you follow them. If you're following somebody down the high street and somebody
You
steps in
do if
between-
you're tagging, don't you?
But that wasn't made clear.
Well, he's making it clear now.
I'm making it clear now. The practice of tagging,
I think
whereby a
we're
player
trying to
simply
make it
follows
clear,
his
but-
teammate's move with a straight sequential in an attempt to trap the opposition in a repeating loop, will not be tolerated. Also, don't forget that Kingsway is still closed at one end.
Oh, yeah.
We all know what that means. Tim, will you start, please?
Goodge Street.
New Street.
Oh, Quex Road.
Very good.
Quakes.
Quex.
That's tagging.
With King.
Yeah,
No.
but it's non-sequential.
That's tagging, isn't it?
That's
You're
non-
tagging. Well, this early.
No, it's not a sequential. It's one of those.
Don't start
It's a borderline
sequential,
case.
Straight sequential.
Well, all right.
If you don't like it rough, don't play the game, Baz.
No, sorry.
Whoever's turn it is.
It's my turn. It's my turn. Oxford Circus. Yes.
King's Cross. Now, that main line only.
Cockfosters.
Battersea Rise.
I beg your
Battersea Rise.
Kingsway Close.
No, it's all right. They're heading for Nip.
Lovely trophy.
Okay, all right.
They're heading for Nip. And that.
See if it happens.
Clapham South.
Hampstead Heath.
Oh.
Hampstead Heath. Aldrich.
Yeah.
Telford Avenue.
Ooh, well done. Very good.
Oh.
Maybe a visitor because he's been practicing.
I've been working on that move.
Yeah. Swiss.
What?
Swiss.
Go further out.
Swiss Cottage.
Mornington
Oh.
Crescent.
I love that game. Now listen, anybody who regularly enjoys How Do They Do That is in for a real treat now, and no mistake. We have our version of the popular TV program, which is hosted by Eamon Holmes, generally regarded as the TV world's Eamon Holmes. I have a selection of my favourite brain teasers, teams, and I'd like you to answer the question, how do they do that? Jeremy first. How do they charm snakes?
They say, "You look great. Have you lost skin?"
I'm supposed to give you the correct answer, and that is that snake charmers don't actually charm the snakes with their flutes. Snakes don't have ears. They merely annoy them. Barry, how did they control the population before the pill?
Ferret down the trousers competition.
Well, the book says that it was by a combination of infanticide, zoophilia, coitus interruptus, ingestion of drugs, and homosexuality.
What a night that was.
Graham, how do they get catgut for tennis rackets?
From violins.
Well, actually, as we know, animal rights organizations the world over would be up in arms if tennis racket strings were actually made from a cat. So instead, they use a sheep. Tim, how do they select donors at a sperm bank?
They look for the Jeffrey Archer lookalike, who is a complete... No, I can't say that.
Oh. Crumbs.
There's also a regulatory body called Oftos.
My information is that they usually pick people with a sperm count of 100 to 110 million per cubic centimetre.
Really?
The average is 50 to 60 million.
How do they count the sperms? They have to ring them.
Yeah. Can you
I tried
watch?
it once, I fell asleep halfway through.
Did what one once? What did you do once and fell asleep?
Counting sperms.
Oh, get a life, old stuff.
Okay, now here is some for anyone to answer. How does a heat-seeking missile find its target?
I know this one. An advance mission drops an Arga on the target.
Of course, you really know that the warhead in the missile sends off microwaves which bounce off the target and return to the receiver in the rocket.
Microwaves wouldn't have one in the kitchen.
How do astronauts relieve themselves in space?
You know the expression, piss up.
You don't want to know the answer, do you?
Oh, yes.
They email it to Houston, don't they?
They use plastic bags with adhesive lips. And also fitted, I like that word, fitted receptacles connected by a hose.
What a night that was.
How do fireflies flash?
Well, with great difficulty, because the heat sets fire to their little dirty Macs.
Scientists tell us that the firefly's flash occurs when adenosine triphosphate reacts with luciferase, magnesium ion, and luciferin to form a complex
Surely it's not as simple as that.
Okay, how do they select contestants for the Miss America contest?
Ring Mr. and Mrs. America and say, is she in?
Well, the answer is the contestants aged between 17 and 26 are judged in 4 categories: private interview, evening gown, talent, and swimsuit.
Oh, and Bill Clinton wants to enter them all.
Actually, it's very similar to the selection procedure for this program. But without the talent section. Finally, how did they decide that blue was for boys and pink for girls?
Baboons' arses.
Interestingly enough, blue was thought to ward off evil forces, and since it was deemed more important to protect little boys, they were dressed in blue. Little girls were dressed in pink and had to fend for themselves.
Ah.
Okay, the teams are going to exercise a little discreet censorship now. In this round, I'd like the teams to sing cleaned-up versions of certain songs. Piano accompaniment will be provided by Colin Sell, who, we were impressed to hear, was once asked by Bud Flanagan to do Underneath the Arches. Colin was so good, Mr. Flanagan got him to clean the windscreen and empty the ashtray as well. Okay, Barry and Graham, will you please provide a censored version of Smoke Gets in Your Eyes?
When you pass a tune, jump off.
They asked me how I knew my true love was true. I, of course, replied, something here inside cannot be denied. They said someday you'll find all who are blind. When you're on fire, you must realize gets in your eyes. So I, them and I gaily to think they could mine. Yet today my love has flown away. I am without mine. Now laughing friends deride, I cannot hide. So I can say, when a lovely flame dies, smoke gets in your
Okay, Tim and Jeremy now, will you please censor a medley of songs by Rolf Harris?
Two little boys had two little toys. Each had a wooden gaily they'd play each summer's day. Both, of course. And then we wrote, me kangaroo down, sport. Me kangaroo down. Me kangaroo down, sport. Me kangaroo down. Keep me cock cool, girl. Keep me cock cool. Don't go in the full curl. Just keep me cock cool. Arise, come every morning. Arise, come every morning. Arise, come every morning, bringing back the warmth to the...
Well, it's very nearly time to end the show, but not before we enjoy a round of Computer Operators Film Club. Samantha tells me she's had to nip out to meet a nice chap who's training her in computer skills. Tonight she hopes he's going to show her the 3.5-inch floppy he's got in his Mac. So while she's enjoying that, I'd like the teams to suggest a season of movie titles that might attract an audience from the world of computing. Barry, will you start, please?
Thoroughly Modem Millie.
Indiana Jones and the Temp File of Doom.
The Pit and the Pentium.
The interface of Fu Manchu.
Bring me the website of Alfredo Garcia. Log-ons run.
LCD-ROM.
The Mad Processor.
The Charge of Delete Brigade.
The Printer of Zenda.
Many Shakespeare films, because of the dialogue. Soft, wherefore art thou? Now is the printer of our disc content.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the bottom of time falls out of the bin bag of destiny, and the unseen charlady of fate, Mr. Sheen's the Formica tabletop of eternity, I notice it's the end of the show, and indeed the series. We'll be back in the spring. Yeah, we'll be back in the spring for more of the same. So in the meantime, from the teams, Samantha and myself, and the good people of Birmingham, it's goodbye.
Tim Brooke-Taylor, Barry Cryer, Graham Garden and Jeremy Hardy were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Littleton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson and the producer was John Naismith.
And that's not quite all from Humph and his associates, because next week you'll be able to hear some celebrity fans of the programme picking their favourite moments from the archives in I'm Sorry I Haven't a Desert Island. That's at the...
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Littleton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You find us today at the Theatre Royal in Nottingham, a fine city with a fascinating history. The legendary people's hero Robin Hood spent his life nearby. He famously, on his deathbed, shot an arrow from his bow, asking that wherever in Sherwood Forest the arrow should land, there he should be laid to rest, and the whole area covered with an enormous plastic bubble for visitors to ride bikes and play bingo. It's well documented in official records that the city's original name was Snottingham, or Home of Snots. But when the Normans came, they couldn't pronounce the letter S, so decreed the town be called Nottingham, or the Home of Knots. It's easy to understand why this change was resisted so fiercely by the people of Scunthorpe. Amongst its many attractions, the town proudly boasts the Trip to Jerusalem, which is the oldest pub in England, a unique distinction shared with only 117 other English pubs. Coincidentally, the oldest pub in Israel is called the Day Out to Centre Parks. The greatest bare-knuckle fighter of the Victorian age was born here, one William Bendigos Thompson, probably the most famous British boxer until Frank Downey goes Bruno. Another famous son of the city is Albert Ball, who shot down a total of 43 German aircraft. There would have been more, but Mr. Ball was eventually banned from East Midlands Airport in 1983. Let's meet the panel. You wouldn't think four top comedians of outstanding quality with perfect timing, total originality and excellent acting skills would turn out to do this show. And you'd be right. So, let's meet on my left Barry Cryer and Graham Garden. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Jeremy Hardy. And please welcome the lovely lady who's always happy to lend a helping hand when the team's points are on the up, the delightful Samantha. Let's start with a round called Celebrity Misquotes, where I'll be asking the teams to suggest quotations that certain people are most unlikely ever to have said. I'm really going to enjoy this. So there's one for a start. Okay, teams, your ideas, please, of things that might never have been said by the famous, either still with us or appearing on Blankety Blank. Barry, will you start, please?
Things never been said. Pablo Picasso. Oh... Can you see what it is yet?
Jeremy.
The orange order. Well, I suppose we don't have to go this way.
Graham.
John Prescott. Let me say this in plain English.
And Tim.
Jonathan Aitken from Ford Open Prison. I'll have breakfast in my room, full works, eggs, bacon. Oh, and a copy of The Guardian.
Horatio Nelson, half a bottle of Optrex, please.
The Turner Prize judges. We don't know much about art, but tough.
Marcel Marceau. Hello!
St. Paul. I'm sure there's a perfectly rational scientific explanation for it.
Puccini. Well, I'm quite pleased with it, but it is a bit Andrew Lloyd Webberish, isn't it?
Franz Hals. Can't you cavaliers be serious for one moment?
Henry VIII, but I would like to stay friends. O.J. Simpson, watch yourself, that's sharp.
All done.
Bill Clinton. Please, I'm married.
Jonathan Miller, of course I'm no expert on the subject.
We come to a musical round now, teams. It's called One Song to the Tune of Another. And I could almost hear you thinking, as I said the words, one song to the tune of another, what's that all about then? So let me explain. One song to the... In One Song to the Tune of Another, you take the words of one song, that's the one song element of One Song to the Tune of Another, and sing them to a tune, that's the tune element of One Song to the Tune of Another, which has been taken from another song. And when I said song just then, I didn't mean the song in One Song to the Tune of Another. I was simply referring to an abstract song for the purposes of clarifying one song to the tune of another. But I can guess what you're thinking now, teams. Which tune do we sing this abstract song to? Well, actually, you don't have to sing it, as an abstract song is one that exists only in theory. It's not anything worth worrying about. Whereas something that is worth your worrying about is that piano accompaniment will be provided by Colin Sell. Okay, we'll start with you, Barry. Will you please sing the words of Michael Finnegan to the tune of House of the Rising Sun?
An old man named Michael Finnegan. He grew whiskers on his chin again. The wind came up and blew them in again. Poor old Michael Finnegan, begin again. Was an old man named Michael Finnegan. He fell down and broke his shin again. They said, Mike, you'll never swim again. Poor old Michael Finnegan.
With you now, Tim, will you please sing the words Tutti Frutti to the tune of My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean?
Wop-bop-a-loop-bop-a-lop bam boom. Tutti Frutti, oh rooty, tutti frutti. Oh rooty, tutti frutti, oh rooty. Tutti frutti, oh rooty, tutti frutti. Oh, rooty wop, bop, a loo, bop, bop, a bam, boom. I got a gal named Sue, she knows just what to do. I got a gal named Sue, she knows just what to do.
Okay, Graham, I'm going to ask you, in the vain hope that you'll refuse, to sing the words of Postman Pat to the tune of Robin Hood.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as the day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Everybody knows his bright red van. All his friends will smile as he waves to greet them. Maybe you can never be sure there'll be a knock, ring, ring, letters through your door. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man.
And finally, a patriotic one for you, Jeremy. Would you please sing the words of Madonna's Hanky Panky to the tune of Land of Hope and Joy?
Some girls they like candy, and others they like to grind. I'll settle it for the back of your hand, somewhere on my behind. Treat me like a bad girl, even when I'm being good to you. I don't want you to thank me. You can just spank me. Some girls like to sweet talk, and others they like to tease.
You obviously didn't hear me, Jeremy. I did say to the tune of Land of Hope and Joy. Okay, it's time to pay our regular tribute to that bastion of public service broadcasting where standards of quality are forever held sacrosanct above all other considerations. Radio 4. Okay, so I lied for comic effect. One show that goes from strength to strength despite all the recent changes is the Today programme. 10 minutes of top news and current affairs packed into 3.5 hours of... packed into 3.5 hours of trails. In this game, I'd like the teams to be Today programme presenters, interviewing 2 expert guests. Graham and Barry, you can start by being the Today presenters. Would you like to start, please, interviewing Tim and Jeremy, who are in the radio car?
Good morning. My name's Humphrey Johns, and this is my enormously fat co-presenter, Sumo Gregor.
Morning.
Morning, Sumo. We have 2 people in the car, and you ladies, I believe, represent the WI.
Yes, we do.
We do?
Yes, and we're proud of it.
What does WI stand for?
Women's Institute.
Women's Institute.
And this is a particular occasion that you are celebrating.
We are celebrating National Cake Baking Morning.
Cake Baking Morning, and that's today.
Yes.
Who
you're today.
Who says so? Who says so?
Well, we just sort of thought it would be a nice idea, really.
Women's
Institute bake a cake morning.
But why? What is the motivation?
We think the standards of passing down from mother to daughter, cookery and things like that, we're just encouraging. A lot of people can't afford cakes, so we're baking them for them. It seems to be perfectly...
You're giving them away, or are you selling them?
We're giving them away.
Well, what's that going to do to Mr. Kipling's trade, for goodness sake? Thousands laid off, hundreds and thousands laid off.
What is the funding?
Yes, who are your backers?
How are you funding?
We just provide our own ingredients, basically flour, eggs and milk, generally. Occasionally fruit. Yes, we like working with fruit, don't we? Yes. It has a certain constituent. Sometimes we steep the fruit.
Sometimes we just use pre-steeped fruit.
It is incredibly steep sometimes.
There's a gradient.
Are men allowed to join the Women's Institute?
No, afraid not. I think that's a frightfully good idea.
What, that they're not allowed to join?
No. No, I think men should join.
Well, yes or no?
We'd call it Men and Women's Institute.
But that would be neither one thing nor the other, wouldn't it?
No, it would be both.
Well, no, answer yes or no.
Why?
Would it be neither one thing nor the other?
I'll take the money.
Are eggs involved in this?
Well, occasionally they bind.
Yes, they do. Eggs and pains.
Blithely ignoring any salmonella considerations.
We very rarely use salmon or any fish in our cakes. Although we did make a very nice sea bass meringue pie one year.
And some of our fish cakes are the best in making.
Yes.
I think we've lost the radio car, haven't we, John?
Well, it's time for an old favourite now called Cheddar Gorge, where the teams construct a sentence taking one word each, as you could expect from their title. In fact, Cheddar Gorge is one of many thousands of games taking their title from English place names. One example includes Redditch, a competitive form of chickenpox. Dim Church, which involves founding a new religion for stupid people. And a much-loved favourite called Nuneaton, where players compete to be the first to spot Sister Wendy coming out of a spud you like. OK, teams, I'd like your sentence this week to take the form of an explanation of the rules of cricket. And the object is for you not to complete it. The object is for you not to compete.
I think we can follow by example, haven't we?
We don't want any gratuitous wit on this programme. If I detect a completed sentence, you'll hear this noise.
How on earth did you do that?
Tim, will you start, please?
Oh. Some
of
the
players
who play
this
sort
of indigenous
shenanigans
known
as the
game
of
glorious,
delightful,
sunny,
flannelled,
boxed,
tedious,
yet
strangely,
though
not
entirely,
or to
put
it
another
sort
of
way,
I will
remember
Addlestrop.
One sunny
evening
when
I
was young
and
very keen
on
Gladys,
who was
singing
loudly
in the
pit.
I think that's covered the rules of cricket, sir.
Right, we're going to have a bit of good old-fashioned fun now with a marvellous game called Hunt the Slipper. Actually, the last time we did this, the teams got rather overexcited because they thought they were going to play Hump the Stripper. The man who was in to take the paint off our door frames got quite agitated as well. In Hunt the Slipper, I'll sit with my eyes closed while the slipper is passed around behind the team's backs. After a few seconds slipper passing, I shall call out, "Slipper search on." And then I'll open my eyes. Obviously, I will have no idea where the slipper is, but the team should keep passing the slipper around secretly, and I shall have to guess who is holding the slipper and challenge them by pointing and calling out, "Slipper holder." I'm 78, for Christ's sake. If I guess correctly, the slipper holder must declare, "Yes, slipper holder." Okay, teams, I'm closing my eyes now. Slipper search on.
Should somebody...
Slipper holder.
Well, no, I was just wondering, should somebody have brought a slipper?
What would have been the point of that? Okay, we have a literary round now called Proverbs in Translation. The English language is overflowing with spare proverbs which could be of use in Europe or even farther afield. But these will have to be translated precisely to avoid confusing our foreign neighbours. It would be like waving a red rag in a china shop if too many cooks skated close to the wind and made them bark up the wrong end of an old dog. So, Jeremy, any suggestions of proverbs to suit foreign countries?
Yeah, in Germany they say laughter is the best medicine, but unfortunately it's not available on prescription.
In Israel they say, never buy a pig.
In Scotland they have a saying, where there's muck, there's rum and egg.
I saw one on a hotel wall in Spain once.
Good Lord.
Yeah. It's quite a talking point. It's a warning against congestion. Never put all your basques in one exit.
In Holland they also say if the cat fits, put it in.
My favourite French proverb is, don't teach your grandmother to suck existentialists.
Well, in northern Germany, the slogan outside Hans Krupp's weapons superstore says Cold Hands War Mart. And in the Balkans they have a saying, see a pin and pick it up, and all day long you'll be wondering where the grenade is.
In Washington they say, where there's a will, there's a way.
In Ireland, don't put the cart before the horse. Actually, it's not a proverb, it's just an instruction manual.
In Eastbourne they say, there's no time like the, what is it now? And in Rome they say, Milton Keynes was built in a day.
And in Africa, in the Serengeti Game Park, they say pride comes before a bad moment for a gazelle.
Russia and Chernobyl, two heads are better than one.
In Norway they say, never look a pissed Norse in the mouth.
They don't, do they?
Do they?
I heard it once.
Okay, our next round is a musical one called Swanee Kazoo, which is our salute to the time-honoured coupling of the kazoo's chirpy rasp with the Swanee whistle's soothing lilt. Of course, the history of popular music is littered with great partnerships. Rodgers had his Hammerstein, Lennon his McCartney, and Lloyd Webber his photocopier. Piano accompaniment in this round will be provided by Colin Sell. Many people might not realise that Colin was once a rock legend. Then he expanded into candy floss and his stall collapsed. Okay, you're starting this one, Tim and Jeremy. I'd like you to perform I'd Do Anything from Oliver with Jeremy Hardy on kazoo and Tim Brooke Taylor on the Swanee whistle. Your turn now, Barry and Graham. I'd like you to provide us with a rendition of Summer Nights from Greece, featuring Barry Cryer on kazoo and Graham Garden on swanee whistle. Well, it's very nearly time to go, but not before we enjoy a round of Vegetable Song Book. Samantha has to nip down to the allotment to help a nice gentleman put his new fertilizer on his tomato plants. She's surprisingly keen to see his grow more in the potting shed. So while she's doing that, I'd like some suggestions, please, teams, of songs likely to appeal to an audience of vegetarians, market gardeners and other vegetable enthusiasts. And Tim, will you start, please?
Yes. You don't get me, I'm part of the onion. It's my best
Give
one.
peas a chance.
16 tons. That's a little bit over, love. Is that all right?
You say tomato, and I say that's a meal in itself.
Blue Swede Shoes by Elvis Parsley.
Mild yams, a dozen.
Super collie, veg fantastic, asparagus, a stroke. Oh, God!
Artichokes and mares, oats and little lambs in Ireland.
Donald, where's your tubers?
And now the end is near. It's time to face the Fennel countdown.
Twist and sprout.
Bohemian raspberry.
Sitting with some dock and some bay.
Chicory dickory dock.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as the sands of time blow up the trunks of destiny, and the grit of fate lodges uncomfortably in the winkle of despair, I notice it's the end of the show. So from Samantha, the teams, myself and the fine folk of Nottingham, it's goodbye.
Tim Brooke-Taylor, Barry Cryer, Graham Garden and Jeremy Hardy were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Littleton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson and the producer was John Naismith.